Hello, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. So if you go to a lot of Christian services or a lot of Christian events, it's not uncommon to say the Lord's Prayer. But for many, there's an awkward moment in that prayer. The prayer is fairly commonly known: Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our... And that's where the awkward moment comes in. Because some traditions say, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. But other traditions say, forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And so you're saying the Lord's Prayer with a group that you're not familiar with, and you kind of freeze in that moment because you're not sure, are they going to say, forgive us our trespasses, or are they going to say, forgive us our debts? And it's caused some people to say to me, Mark, what does the Greek say in the original in Matthew chapter 6? What is the Greek word? I want to know which it is. Is it trespasses or is it debts? Well, one of the problems with ancient Greek, and with most every language, in fact, is there's not generally a one-to-one correspondence in translation. There's not one 21st century English word that fits this first century Greek word. There's a semantic range of meaning. And so within the framework of that, it's a Greek word that's used, ophilemata, that doesn't mean simply trespasses. It doesn't mean simply debts. It's got this range of meaning. It's an obligation, maybe a moral obligation, maybe a financial obligation, but it's an obligation. It's something that's due. In fact, Paul uses the word in Romans chapter 4 when he says, if you work for pay, when you get paid at the end of the day, that's not a gift. That's what's ophilemata. That's what's due. That's what's owing. That's what they're obliged to pay you. So this idea of forgive us our debts or forgive us our trespasses is an idea of forgiving that which we owe. First, it's God, would you forgive me what I owe you, the way I'm obliged to act, what I'm due, what you are due from me. And the word forgive, aphemi, that verb means to abandon, to let it go. So God, will you abandon those obligations I have to you that I've failed to keep? What I, as a human being, committing my life to you, what I owe you, would you please let it go, abandon it, as I, and that's the rest of the verse, as we forgive those who trespass or against us, or those as we forgive our debtors. We are under that same obligation to let go of that which is due and properly conducted vis-a-vis us. So when someone doesn't live as they should around me, someone doesn't give me what is due me, whether it's a respect or an attitude or an action or a true debt and a true obligation, I need to show that same willingness to forgive, that same mercy, that same grace that I seek from God. So that's the idea. Don Henley, one of my favorite Don Henley songs is when you get down to the heart of the matter, I think it's about forgiveness. And I love that song. It's a great song. It fits his voice and all. But there's truth to that. That we seek forgiveness from God, but we need to offer to those around us that same forgiveness. Now, tomorrow I'm going to talk about this some more, because there's more that needs to be said about how practically we do that. So I'll see you tomorrow. That's your video thought for the day.